Good morning. I'm a retired Navy vet. I hope you're doing well. Dwarf Fortress today on a slow Friday morning. I've got coffee. In fact, I've got 2 cups of coffee. Full LTT store bottle of water. I am ready to go. Hope you had a good week. I played a little bit, not a whole lot. I've been messing with a little bit of Eve Online and Death Stranding lately, and No Man's Sky. So I've been in and out of No Man's Sky ever since it released many years ago. Oh, I like a lot of the new features and updates from No Man's Sky. It's really nice to see that they stuck with it after all the negativity they got when the game came out. So I think that's pretty awesome of them to do that. All right. I don't quite remember what I was working on. This is something I noticed in this new version. It comes up, you get this ASCII pack. Colors in this are wonderful, by the way. I love the colors. And then eventually the graphics pack loads on top of it. I noticed that's happening with the lazy new pack version 9 and higher, now version 10. And eventually you get your whatever graphics pack you got loaded. I've got Vetlunger 32, and then I've got another thing called Chisel Clean for the text. This one. Trying not to sneeze. Boy, didn't make it. I'm glad I got to the mute button in time. That was a good one. All right, so we did get our roof finished. We got our roof for our little dump. I've started upgrading some of our steps a little bit, just to limestone. I've got little floor areas under some of our workshops. A butcher and 2 tanners, a fishery, 2 farmers workshops, one for milking, one for shearing, and then animals that we keep will stay in here, plus pets. It's kind of a mess in here. We folks are coming in from picking up wood. What else do we have done? We did get everything moved out of our farm. We've got some stuff going, and we got a whole bunch of babies in here right now. They'll grow up, and we'll slaughter them. This is gonna be the where we kill the bad guys in the hospital. I haven't quite got it done. This is the entrance for the depot, which comes in just south of the fort. Here, we'll add some floors or something around that to spruce it up a bit. The caravan comes down here, parks here, and we can do some trading. I've already tested it. It works fine. And the center drawbridge is connected here, and I'll have 2 smaller bridges here so I can block off these tunnels. Either here or over here. I haven't decided where I'm going to stick them yet. We are digging out our barracks area. I've started designating some bedrooms down here. Since we have 2 military squads right now, so all 60 of my military will live here eventually. I just wanted to get that started and going. And then I have a bunch of stockpiles everywhere now to try and clean up some of the stone that we had laying around. So this is limestone blocks, limestone, that's gypsum down there, a bunch of the gems that we found, and magnetite, hematite, and limonite. I think we've only got magnetite right now. And what's this? Oh, rock crystals. We'll be able to make clear glass with these. So that's what we found there. We got a bunch of temporary workshops in here for making iron and whatever else we have in here. Eventually, all this stuff will get sorted out and put away. Down here we have basically a dining area, some bedrooms. We also have our military training in here, food and drink. And this is diorite and diorite blocks down here. And then we do have some bedrooms set up in all four corners. I need to get the military out of here. We have, what, almost 70 people now. Uh, and this is kind of, well, this is what the layout is going to be. In between each set of bedrooms, you'll have a little dining area. These areas are for stockpiles. Workshops are going to go here, and workshops will be here with their, whatever items they need in these stockpiles. Again, dining rooms in the middle, uh, and then bedrooms. Oh, wait, no. Um, one of these, we're gonna have a temple and a library on each level as well. I think is what the plan was. Stockpiles here, because in between each floor, I have like overflow stockpile area. Was kind of the plan. Since I told myself this time I wouldn't use quantum stockpiles. I want to manage my inventories better. What's all this? Oh, we have a bunch of pedestals down here. Why is all this suspended? Let's make sure auto unsuspend is running. And where are my pedestals? Okay. They're busy making other stuff right now. Okay, fine. I guess they'll get to them eventually. And we just kind of started outfitting our second military squad. So we got a ways to go yet. And then getting some bedrooms and stuff set up in the military area. That's what all this is. These are for all the military. So I have a lot to do. I thought we had a werebeast show up. Wasn't there a werebeast? No, it would be you. I thought for sure I had a werebeast. Uh, I may have rage quit before it saved the other day. So there's a very good chance that we're about to see a werebeast. So, having that foreknowledge, do I want to get everyone inside first? That's a good question. Well, sure. Well, let's also revisit our safe zone. Make sure our safe zone has been updated. They don't need to be down there at all. We can get this updated as best we can at the moment. Walls are going to be there. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Who was that? Dyslexic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, Nuka Citrus too. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on streaming this morning, but sure, why not? Especially when it's an empty category. It's easy to be on top when it's an empty category this early in the morning. Thank you very much. Thank both of you. Thank you both for stopping by. Yeah, maybe I should do that more often. Uh, so I'm just kind of outlining where the walls would be for this. I know you don't have to do it this way. It's just how I've been doing it. Absolutely not necessary to do it this way. I don't know why my OCD won't let me do it any other way. It's much easier when the area has already been completed, obviously. We'll clean up the interior areas here in a bit. I just want to get these bigger sections done there. Now we can get all this stuff done. And we'll come back and we'll have to double check it once we actually get the rest of this dug out. But I kind of wanted to focus on getting the military at least down here on their floor uh, and to free up some of my uh, bedrooms that I have available for some of the other folks for now. I'm getting people faster in than I can deal with. All right, I think that'll be fine for now. Uh, that's done. That's okay. No one's there. And that is done. I think that's all we've got dug out so far. Yep. I like to pre-plan all my forts out all the way through. So I plan them out in Excel, and I have a little script I wrote to convert what I draw in Excel into the macro language for Dwarf Fortress, and then I can play this macro in Dwarf Fortress, and it will draw it out for me. I know what's it called? Quick Fort is a utility that can do that, but this is my own little thing. Very very simple, much much less features than Quick Fort. But again, it's just something I wrote one day because I was bored. It works. We can probably plan. Oh, we want to get everybody inside because I think we're about to see a werebeast. I think a werebeast showed up the other day, and I just decided to quit instead of save. Yeah, it's we'll just say it. We'll call. I think that's called save scumming, right? When you reload to get a better. I don't know. I think it's called save scumming, so to speak. Edipar, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. I mean, I've got a military, but it doesn't mean we're going to survive a werebeast. But I really, really don't want to stop so early in the fort and have to start over again. We've got a rhythm going right now. We've got food and drink getting auto produced. We're about to have a whole bunch of food and leather ready to go. Things are, starting to get a little interesting. Again, I'm very much a fan of quantum stockpiles. This time around, I told myself no quantum stockpiles So I'm gonna have to learn how to properly manage my inventory, and I think that will be very beneficial for me too later on when I get a whole bunch of dwarves and a bunch of stuff. It should help with frame rate too if I can keep my inventory low and just really keep the things that I need. So I need to learn how to do that. We are going to build a big giant pump stack to get magma up. I haven't dug down very far yet, so we're gonna have to get through all the cavern layers yet. So there's a lot left to do. Real quick, so the idea for the fort, nothing spectacular. Bad guys are gonna come in down here. I don't like drawbridges because I have terrible luck with getting them closed with werebeast. So I have these downstairs that go under my wall, and I have hatch covers on the inside. So when a building destroyer comes, they will come down these stairs, run across, try to go up these stairs, but they won't be able to because there's a locked hatch cover here. Because they're standing here and the hatch cover's here, it's on a different Z level. They can't reach it. So that's the idea. What I should be doing is learning how to position lookouts out here so I can spot that stuff earlier. I haven't got there yet. So this way works for now. Yeah, there's war dogs, war chickens, war turkeys. Yeah, there's a couple different ways to do that. What I don't know is uh, how far away can they see, because that will help determine how much overlap I need. If they can only see in a 15 by 15 area, well, okay, then I'm gonna need several around here. So that's stuff I need to look into. Yep. You know, make a small elevated platform, a couple Z levels up, chain an animal there, and have them be my lookout. Yeah. I don't know how far they can see though. That's the thing. And then once I know how far they can see, that will help tell me how many I need for, so I don't have any gaps in my coverage. That's actually dang. I should have did that this fort. That is a great learning thing. I think I need to do. I haven't did that. I haven't messed with catapults. I know catapults aren't great, but again, I at least like to mess with them a couple times. I haven't messed with ballistas, I think, except for once, and I never got to use them. I generally don't build moats and stuff around my fort. I mean, I can get magma up into a holding tank for magma forges, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch then to make a magma moat if I want. I haven't really messed with mist generators. That's something I'd like to dive into a little bit. And I haven't really did much with mine carts either. So I've got some gaps in my dwarf knowledge that I'd like to get filled in at some point. I hadn't actually played Dwarf Fortress for a while. I've been kind of holding off, waiting for the premium version, but I couldn't resist anymore. That's a good question. Let's Dwarf Fortress wiki. See if there's anything on lookout. No. Viewing distance. No. Shoot. I wouldn't even know what to look for. Oh, detection. Range. No. Detection. No. Edge detection. Dwarf agent. What? Oh, that's agents. Huh. Um. Let's see what it says about Werebeast. Oh, observer. Observer. Very good. Okay, it does say the maximum detection range is currently unknown, although experiments suggest that it is much longer than 3 tiles. Detections at a range of 20 have been reported. It doesn't mean you're gonna get 20, huh? But we're also talking about dwarfs and this particular skill. And it doesn't mention animals in here at all. Hmm. Oh, wait. The observer skill represents such awareness, the ability of a creature to notice key details about their surroundings. Creature, yada yada. So I guess I need to figure out which creatures have higher observation skills. Yeah, I agree. Having some dogs out there at least will give me the heads up, and who knows, they might actually take the thing down before the military can get out there. All right, this just goes in all kinds of different directions. Let's see if observe. No. Observer. No. View. No. No. Okay. So I guess we'll have to come back to this. I'm sure there's some stuff in Reddit. I haven't got to it yet. So back to the fort. There's a fort. I got a trash dump here. I might connect this with a tunnel or a roof. We'll see. I've kind of pre designated where I'm gonna get water in for our wells, but we're a ways off from that yet. A little farm area with some turkeys and peacocks, no big deal. This is where the caravan comes in down here. Hospital, killing floor, traps. We're gonna have some traps here. A couple small drawbridges here and there. A depot and stuff to sell. This is the main staircase. The well, we'll have a well here down on each floor. This is the barracks area for I have 60 dwarves, you know, captains, general, militia commander will all live, eat, and play on this level. Uh, this is for the militia commander and or the general. They get a little bit bigger rooms. Captains have a little bit bigger rooms, and then each corner has nine bedrooms for the squad plus their captain, wherever. Some storage room. We'll have dining areas in here, library, temple, inn, tavern, something. Who knows? Hi, Mr. Cat. Thanks for stopping by. Good morning to you, or morning for me, evening for you. I did start playing Death Stranding. I am enjoying it. I'm kind of caught up in the early areas right now, trying to get 5 stars everywhere. So I've got like the capital city 5 stars, and I've got the like distribution center 5 stars. Now I got to do the next couple areas and work my way back to that wind farm and work on that. That wind farm area is kind of annoying because you have those you know those BT things in the way back there. So I'm having fun with it's an interesting game. I like the story so far. I really want to know what happens, where it goes. Thank you for turning me on to that. All right. In between each level, it's just kind of this is channeled out. I'll have water here up to a height of 3. So each time they walk through, they get a free bath. Uh, but because that channel is here, if you don't block the water off, it's going to flow anywhere. So in the little storage areas, we'll have stairs down where they can get to overflow storage. And if I need to dig out any of this for extra stone or more storage area, I can. This will be the first. Oh, this is the. What area is this? Oh, this is the royal wing. So, little entryway for the king and queen. I've got stuff in the way right now. Royal bedroom, quarters, and throne. We'll make a bunch of coins and have them in our treasury over here, and then a bunch of guild rooms and or temples, smaller temples, and we'll have a bigger temple sitting right here in the middle. Again, between each floor, I have storage place. This is a normal workshop level with bedrooms. So we'll have workshops uh, either north and south or east and west. Uh, Depending where the workshops are, we'll have some storage. We'll also have dining rooms between the bedrooms, and then maybe an inn or a library or a inn or something in between. We'll see. Oh wait, these are the noble bedrooms. Sorry, these are bigger bedrooms. So these are where a bunch of my nobles are going to have their bedrooms and offices in here. That's right. And then we'll have some dining rooms, a museum or something for the nobles. Again, storage between. Okay, this is a normal level. Workshop level also has bedrooms in the four corners. I kind of rotate this. Like the next level down, I just took this and rotated it just for a variety. Again, storage in between. This is that same design, just rotated to the right. North and south, east and west. I've got a couple of these for all my different workshops. This is where the holding tank is going to be for lava, because here and here on this level, we're going to have our magma workshops. I got plenty of room for everything here. Holding tanks for lava. This is where the water is coming in for the well. I don't have a holding tank for the well. This should be sufficient, as long as I can control the water flow here. Overflow for storage there. This is where I'm going to have my water wheels from my dwarven reactors. Catacombs are going to be scattered in here as well. You know, big tombs, little tombs, medium-sized tombs, whatever I need, and I can also keep expanding if I need to. And this is also where the pump stack is going to start to feed our magma. Magma will get pumped up here, or will go in here and get spread out into these two tanks. So my first screw pump will sit right here somewhere, and then I'll have to run these all the way down, and I'll have to fight through and figure out how I'm going to get these through the cavern layer. Thank you very much for I believe that was a follow. Thank you. It was Nuka Citrus. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
More coming. There's more coming.
All right. What is this? Oh, so this is these are the water wheels and whatnot, and below these are the little areas where the water is going to sit. So I did this design before and it works. So I'll have plenty of power to power my big giant pump stack. I hope this is enough power. I can expand it if I need to. And then I have a little bit more power getting generated here, because in here I'll have like 4 millstones, so we can grind up stuff Make paper will probably is what I'll do. I usually just make paper with my millstones. Anyway, that's the fort in a nutshell. Whew. I'm exhausted after all that talking. All right. Again, Kat, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Congratulations. Some people only get 4 or even 3. You're lucky. Ah, I'm so sorry about that. I, I I don't know if I can even turn that stuff off. I have no idea how that how that works. I need to look into it. I kind of just ignore all that stuff and just I don't want a bunch of flashy stuff on my screen everywhere. You know, yeah, I appreciate. Hey, I appreciate people stopping by. I appreciate people chatting and following one whatever. But if I stream for 5 hours and got 0 viewers, I feel just the same. Not quite the same. You understand what I'm saying? I don't really care. I like streaming. Sometimes I don't. You know, sometimes I'm feeling more chatty than not. So it depends. I like, if I'm watching someone stream, I want to see what they're doing and if they've got the camera on, look at how they react to what they're doing. I'm an old guy, so I get really annoyed by this constant flashing and this and that. Come on. But hey, if you've worked hard to get your channel how you want it, perfect. Everybody's got their own thing. All right. Oh, okay. Let's turn on the alerts because I think we are gonna get a werebeast. Let's see what happens, and maybe we will survive here. I should probably queue up some coffins. What do we want to make our coffins out of? What kind of rock do we have down here? Oh, I don't even know yet. I have no idea what type of stone is. I haven't dug down far enough. Where's my... Oh, so this is gonna be where the coffins are, the catacombs. I'm trying to say. I don't know what kind of stone we have in here though. Well, what we can do is just have you dig down a little bit. See there. Dang it, I didn't want to do that. That's fine. I guess this is actually faster doing it this way. A little bit faster. Alright. Maybe we'll get a peek at what type of stone is here. So what I usually do is I figure out I'll use walls, floors, and furniture throughout the whole fort will be the same material. Walls, floors, furniture, and workshops out of the same material is what I would normally do. I figured this time, so for whatever is on this level, we'll make it out of this stone. So furniture, floors, whatever for this level is going to be limestone. And since it's our first rock layer, I'm also using limestone, which I know is also a flux for our walls and our roof. It looks like hopefully we'll find marble too. And I think I've got enough limestone that it won't be a problem when I need to make steel later on. If I did use up too much of my limestone and I screwed myself, well, okay, lesson learned for the next fort. Uh, so, we got limestone here. This is more limestone. So I have a lot of limestone right now, but I'm also going to be using a lot of that when I start making steel. I can also dig more out too. Uh, Down here on this level, we've got diorite. So anything on this level will use diorite. I know I've got limestone stuff here. This again was a temporary area, and yeah, see here I did start building these. This is all made out of diorite. So all of the furniture I've got on this level is made out of diorite, except for the beds, obviously. So I like to do 3x3 bedrooms for the commoners. They get a chest, a cabinet, an armor stand, and a weapon rack. A door and a bed. Then nobles will just get bigger rooms with more stuff. Uh, uh, I guess I could. I don't know if I'll do it this fort. Every single piece of furniture masterwork. Wow, that will take a while to do that. But that would be kind of a nice personal achievement. You know, I might do that. Probably not this fort because I imagine that will take 30, 40, 50 fort years to do something like that, depending how big your fort is and how lucky you get to, and then how many masterwork crafters you have working on a task like that. Then you're gonna burn through a lot of material too, trying to get uh, all that made into masterwork. And I've got a lot of furniture too, so that may not work for me. Usually, I will try and get like the king. Obviously, I'll try and outfit with all masterwork stuff. Everybody else, you get what you get. I used to try to do nobles, and the monarch is all masterwork, but I seem to have the worst luck with getting lots of masterwork pieces. Something I need to look into a little bit more and maybe figure out a better way to make masterwork stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I see. Okay, great. I'm glad you brought that up. That's another thing I haven't been doing. I have never encrusted any of my furniture either. So that's another thing I guess I can do to uh, to meet some of the room demands, the quality demands, is start taking my masterwork stuff and then encrusting it on top of it. Will make it even better. I've never did that. I don't know why. I just have never bothered. Just I think a couple forts ago I did. I finally got into dyeing all my clothing as well. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, that's something I need to be on the lookout for caravans. I need to get the. I have to look it up again to see what seeds I need so I can make dye. I can make my own dyes. Oh, so they. Oh, I didn't know that. I usually just ignore their preferences, and if someone gets too sour, I'll just kick them out of the fort. I really don't enjoy reading through thoughts and preferences to figure out their personal likes and dislikes. That's way too involved for me. But I didn't know that. I might have to start doing that. Hmm. Okay. So I've got more things to do on my learning list. Thank you. I'll look at that. Well, let's take a look then. For example, what's a crafter? How about you? Let's view you. Thoughts and preferences. I don't even know where to look. I mean, I've read through here before, but I generally don't spend any time in here. except for maybe to see what someone was unhappy about, or if I'm trying to hunt down a vampire. Lime green in the middle. Lime green in the middle. Oh, yeah, okay. Likes Decite, Pig Iron, Opal, Aardvark level, Keenaf paper, pigs, turkeys. Jackals for the resourceful nature. Right. Likes giant rattlesnake and apricot wine. I don't think I've ever found, uh, I've never noticed apricot wine. Okay. And doesn't like leeches. Well, who does? Okay. Well, I will be making Keenaf for the. Well, I'll be making paper. I know Keenaf's one of the seeds I'll have to try and keep buying from the caravans to make paper. Okay, but you're a stone crafter though, so you may not get. Well, you might get your hands on a codex that's made out of Keenaf. Okay, so if this guy was a stone crafter, he would love messing with a dacite. Okay. Let's look at one of the other stone guys. View, thoughts and preferences. This one likes basalt. I'm just looking for stone types. Likes amaranth beer and canola seeds. Doesn't like mussels. Okay. Very eclectic blend of likes here and dislikes. I don't like seafood either, so I feel you, buddy. Uh, Melantite. I don't think I've ever seen melantite before. I don't know what that is. Each get one stone, metal, one call, one gemstone. Ah, okay. I didn't know that either. I know it still amazes me how much depth there is to this game under the surface. It's just amazing. I mean, yeah, it sounds like a gem. I don't think I've ran across this particular name before. Black bronze. Have I seen? Yeah, I'm sure I've ran across it before. I know that's usually a drop from the goblins or something. All right, just real quick, let's look at one other guy. Uh, oh, a girl. Bauxite. Kunzite. That's probably another gem. Two grain wheat beer. Hello. She likes to eat bats. A bat rays. Okay. Doesn't like rats. Okay. Now I know where to look. Thank you. Okay, we just turned on the military alert. Let's get everyone indoors. And everything should still work as normal. I mean, we are going to be short on logs for a moment. What stockpile's inaccessible? What do you mean? I may have not gotten a stairway as part of the zone. No. Oh, we were digging down to see what kind of stone we had as well. No, everything's designated. Where are we going? Here. I'm going to look in here. It is nice. Well, I don't have any knives to make coffins yet, so we'll just use diorite. Just make 10 of those, and we'll just make them out of diorite for now. That's fine. Along with that other big laundry list of stuff I need to get built. Hopefully we get this werebeast right away so we can take care of it and continue on with our day. I need to get all this wood indoors. Come on. There, oh, there it is. How about that? A were-gila. It's a lizard. Oh, Gila monster. Gila. A Gila monster. Right. Talk about good timing. All right. Where is this guy? Oh crap! He's already inside. We're screwed. Can you believe it, dude? How'd you get inside? Oh, gosh dang it! He came in this way, down here, and I forgot to close.
Oh, I thought you meant Jack.
I forgot to close the drawbridge. Here. Ah. Maybe he'll stop here and destroy these levers. Hopefully, he'll come in here and try and destroy these. Maybe give time to get the military down here. I doubt this goes well. Let's zoom in a little bit. He moves pretty fast too. So hopefully he'll hang out here and work on destroying these levers. I probably need to put some doors in here or something, right? I think building. I think all were creatures are building destroyers, I believe. So he might actually stop here. I mean, if I had doors here, it would maybe slow him down enough to get my military positioned here. Things are not going well at all. All right. We lost. Wow, he took down 3 of us. So we lost 3 of our dwarfs. Dang it. All right, well, problem is solved now, I guess. That sucks. Could have been worse. Now the problem is, who got bitten? Who got bit? Yeah, I need to raise that priority up a little bit, and we'll just have to stick coffins wherever for now. Sure, right here. We'll just drop them in here for now. In for burial receptacle. There's 10. We'll just put them there for now until I can get them moved. We have a chief medical dude, but I haven't actually designated him yet. Oh no. Oh well, I already cheated, didn't I? I forgot to turn off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this fort is doomed. I shouldn't have looked. This fort is doomed. Okay, that's fine. All right. Uh, let me turn that off now. I think one of the last forts I was doing, I had the same problem. I got smacked real hard by a were turtle, and I need to go back in here and turn off highlight cursed. Yep. Dang it! I forgot to turn that off. There. Let's pretend I didn't know. That's expedition leader. So there, we're good now. Well, it's about to get really exciting. I forget how long it takes for them to actually turn into a werebeast and do their thing. I mean, we might get lucky and survive. So, did we lose another? We did. Yes, another one died. We sure did. Well, I guess I can designate my chief medical dude. Uh, I don't have anything. I think I've got some thread. I don't have a hospital anywhere, so I don't know. Oh, we have a mayor now too. How about that? Ah, just in time to blame the mayor on the werebeast attack. All right, Olan is the mayor. You're an animal dude. Let's go to profession. Olan. Make you the mayor. No. Keep your professions, please. Just the title. Thank you very much. Sorry, Mr. Mayor, I don't have any better rooms for you yet. Again, I am ill prepared. Yeah. Office and a dining room. Well, tell you what, if we survive the oncoming were attack or whatever, I'll be very, very gladly make you some nice rooms. I ought to close the drawbridge sooner rather than later. I guess it's kind of pointless now that we've got like 8 or 9 guys, and they're all military folks who are now going to be werebeasts too. That makes it even worse. I can't. I'm kicking myself for forgetting that I left myself open here. I can't believe I did that. After all that setup too about knowing the werebeast was coming, I knew it was coming, and I still failed. Well, hey, that's just another day in my Dwarf Fortress life, I guess. I haven't gotten that far, so I like how the fort is going. So if I have to restart, I'll keep the same design, and you know just drop in a new world. That's fine. It happens. You pinned cage goblins in your animal pen. Well, if they're in cages, they can't do anything, right? Or did you release them into your animal pen? But yeah, I can see how that would be frustrating. I still want to know how you can fit a dragon in a wooden cage. I've yet to see a dragon anywhere. I've never seen one yet, but I guess they're capturable with a wooden cage. Oh, I see. Okay, did we get any of our coffins made? Oh, we did. I guess we have all of our coffins. Uh, that was quick. Yeah, there they are. They're almost all done. Let's make a few slabs as well. We'll just make those out of diorite as well. I mean, I don't even know why I'm bothering. Probably not going to survive this. We're beast. When do they turn if they get bitten? Yeah. So every full moon. And how often is the full moon? Moon. No. I'm surprised that there's not a link for it. How often is the full moon? Yeah, I could, but I kind of want to see what happens. You're right. I definitely could expel them. You're absolutely right. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Kaitox Akamoto. Sorry if I messed up your name there. Kaitox. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How often do we have a new moon, full moon? You would think once a month, but when? Which day? Let's see. Whoops. Quit that. Dwarf. First, full moon. Oh, yeah, well, calendar. Duh. Calendar. So, we are November. Or not, month is 9, 8. So the next one would be 10/6. All right, so we have about 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the next one. All right. I'm glad you made it safe. All right. Well, we still need to get the wood picked up. Our body parts picked up. No. What is this? Oh, that's the dude. Let's just go ahead and get that dumped and get this dumped. Get that stuff out of there. That's fine. We got some blood to clean up down there. Yeah, I know. I've been kind of ignoring the petitions until I get better situated. I'm not even going to bother with them right now. Once I get everything dug out and then better organized, we'll go ahead and start working about petitions. Why are we out of coal? We've got plenty of wood here, dude. What are you guys working on? Oh, right. We're making we're still outfitting my other squad. Oh, well. We've got I have room for more military now. I'm short. Yeah, I'm short. I should have what, 18 here? I need 4 more in the military. We'll wait for the next migration wave to do that. Oh, all right. We have 6 days until the full moon. It's just going to get worse, right? They're going to kill and or bite a bunch of people, and then they're going to turn. Yeah, this fort is doomed. But we'll play it through and see. We'll see how long we survive. Maybe once we get the magic system in, we'll be able to heal a wear infection or a wear curse. Okay, we'll just wait for that magical sound effect. We have 5 days to go. Not even sure where it would happen. Well, it was the military who got bit, right? And military should be down here training. I do have. Uh, so every other month they have off. So that is usually how I set up my schedule for my military. Well, we'll just hang out here. Okay, 3 more days should be a full moon. We'll see what happens. Lots and lots of mayhem, I'm sure. If my fort dies, I generally just roll a new world instead of staying in the same world. At some point, I think I want to stay in the same world, for X number of forts before I roll a new one. This is something new I've been noticing. So I use the Lazy New Pack launcher, and as of version 9 of the Lazy New Pack, the game is automatically saving like once a month instead of just seasonally. I, I'd like to be able to turn this off. It's just kind of annoying to me, but I haven't found anywhere to turn that off. And two, the DF hack window, which is usually here, you can't do anything with it now. This is normally where you put in all your DF hack commands. Now it's kind of integrated. You can click on it here or set up a hotkey for it. The default hotkey is Grave. So this is like the new DF hack window. It's actually pretty interesting. I I'm just so used to using DF hack in this window though. So I don't know. And the only reason I brought that up again was because there's a monthly save that is happening now, and I don't know how to turn it off. It's not here in Lazy New Pack. I looked because I have it set up in here to be seasonal, and I looked through some of the settings files, but I couldn't find anywhere to turn off this monthly save that's happening. I tried. I tried disable seasonal, but it's still saving once a month. Around the same time, 6 to 15 is when it will usually save. Uh, do you have version? Oh, this started with version 9, and then now I think I have this is version 10 of the pack. I think I just installed over the top of the old one. So maybe I just need to do a fresh install. Hmm. I'll try and do a fresh install next time and see if that changes any of the behavior. But yeah, I'm sure it's a setting somewhere in one of the files I just haven't found yet to either enable the monthly save or disable it, and or I prefer to have my DF hack here like it was instead of integrated into the window. But hey, it's a very cool thing. I appreciate the work they did to get to this point, but I kind of like it the old way. Yeah, I mean, if you're having trouble with your fort crashing, yeah, it's a very good thing to have those saves. I absolutely agree. I'm getting kind of used to it now, so At first, it was really annoying. It's like, oh, come on. It seems like every 10 seconds there's a new save. But later on in the fort, when the frame rate goes down, it's gonna, time wise, there is gonna be more time, real time between saves. So there's that also. I'm hey, a happy sailor is one that complains a lot. So all right, it is the sixth. There, oh, there we go. Yeah. Looks like they're after my animals. Oh no, there were some pets that were in here. I'm not even gonna. Let's just let it go. Just let it be. I kind of want to peek and see if we have anyone else that got bitten. I mean, there's a very good chance uh, that no one got bitten. It's a small chance that they didn't get bitten. How many people did we lose? A whole lot. It just decimated my military. Wow. How many's left in the military? One, two, three, four, five, six. So 14 of my military are now dead. Wow. That's funny. I haven't had any graphics crashes, I don't think, for a while. I was getting this black screen all the time with Vetlinger's graphics pack. And I think that had more to do with the older versions of the text will be text thing. I haven't seen that happen for a while. Hopefully it got fixed in, whatever lazy new pack. I need to play my next couple forts in ASCII again. Just vanilla ASCII. Why? I don't know. Just for fun. So I can look like I'm hardcore, you know, for my street cred and all that. Let's make some more coffins. Let's make 20. Again, I don't know why I'm bothering. It's probably not going to last very long. We have 25 that are dead, so we probably we'll go ahead and make a few more. Can't hurt. That's 10, 20, 30. We made 20. Whoop. Let's make another 10 for now. No, not brimstone. I don't even know what brimstone is. Some type of stone. Civil War. I usually don't pay attention into the goings ons in the world outside. I know I'm missing a lot of interesting things in the game. If I pay more attention to that, I haven't been. That can get dumped. What else can get dumped? That can go. Oh, there's someone's head. Nice. Here's some more body parts. There are just body parts everywhere. Get those out of there for now. Oh, wow. Body parts way up here, too. Uh, well, at least they didn't get in and start killing all my livestock yet. Not yet, anywhere. Did I get this one? Yeah. How about here? Any body parts? Yep. There's a tooth. What's that? That's probably a worm or something. Oh, yeah, we started losing a bunch of livestock, didn't we? And I know this stuff will get dumped at some point automatically, but I like designated it. Something got smacked pretty hard up here. We got those, right? We did. We got that. Oh yeah, there's stuff everywhere. I again, I don't know why I'm bothering, but I've started now. I got to keep on going until I finish. What's here? Anything else? Nope. Wow. Dude got hit hard. Look at all his teeth. Holy crap. He got smacked. I'm surprised he had that many teeth. That can get dumped since it's used. That's probably owned. It will sit there forever until I get bedrooms situated. And this guy's teeth are everywhere. Holy crap. Well, my military, they are wielding warhammers, so I guess that's not surprising. I don't see anything else. That's fine. A few more pieces, body parts in here. We'll dump that. Yeah, I think it's just going to continue to get worse. Well, we have another month before the next series of incidents happen. Go ahead and try and get the corpses picked up, at least into the dump for now. I'd rather not have a bunch of miasma in my dining room. But it'll probably happen anyway. Alright, that's enough. Whoop. Playmoon, hey, thanks for stopping by. You're welcome, Mr. Moon. Yeah, I hang out with Blind a bit. I hang out with another guy called Towley. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft, so I hang out in his channel a bit. I like watching Matrixus. He plays a lot of Minecraft. Trash Mac. She's another great streamer who also plays Dwarf Fortress. Watch a bit of her when she's on. Lately, I think this past year, I've spent more time on YouTube just watching, stupid videos than I have been streaming or playing anything. I don't play as much game-wise as I used to when I was younger. I'm 53 now, so I'm still interested in gaming. Just I'm almost getting to the point now where I'm getting more enjoyment gaming wise from watching other people than playing myself. So, it happens with age, I guess. Depends. Uh, you know, I think I went 4 or 5 months without streaming. I don't think I hardly played anything for a while, and lately I've been streaming a little bit, just whenever the mood whenever the mood strikes me. Uh, what are we doing over here? Why did we pause? Uh, oh, she can't find her baby. Okay. Don't worry, the werebeast will find it for you. Don't you worry yourself at all. The problem will soon be resolved, I promise you. What's wrong with you? You're probably wounded in some manner. Sorry. I really, really, really want to peek and see if we've got any more wear infections, but I think we'll find out soon enough. Oh, uh, that's I don't. I've got this whole area for a dump, and they always use this like one corner of it. I don't know why they do that. I mean, why have a big dump and they're just going to use this one spot anyway? I don't get it. Okay, fine. Oh, I need to unforbid the corpses though, because we do want the corpses to get buried. Hmm. Let's. Okay. Okay. So they looks like. Well, I don't know. Are my corpses getting? What's going to happen to my corpses? I guess we'll have to sit and watch. I definitely want. Yeah. See that that's probably a dwarf corpse right there. Yep. Well, we'll just come back in here to stocks, E, and yeah. Wow, how come they're not showing up? What? It very clearly says corpse right there. CORPSE. Z. Stocks. E. CORPSE. Everything's enabled. Huh. Why don't dwarf corpses show up here in the enhanced view for your stockpiles, for your stocks? That's interesting. Fine. Now I know. So we want to make sure. Oh, there's another one. That. Well, we'll just unforbid the whole thing once they get it moved. So if you go, here's a quick way to do it. D for designate. Is it B? Building preferences. Hit C. Enter. Now all that stuff that was forbidden is unforbidden. So that's another way to do it too. You can also forbid stuff that way. You can dump stuff that way. That's also how you can get items out of a barrel. If you want to dump items out of a barrel, here's how you do it. if you don't already know. For example, this barrel here, it's empty. But what if you have seeds in there that you want? What if your dwarves put bags of seeds in your barrel, and now you want to get those bags of seeds out because they're stuck in there with other stuff? What you could do is go into look mode, K, cursor over to your barrel, escape, D, B. You would how do I trying to remember how to do it? Oh, dump D, enter, enter, escape. Now, everything, including the barrel, is going to get dumped. The barrel itself will get dumped, and then all the items inside the barrel will be marked to get dumped. But what we're going to do is we're going to undesignate just the barrel, and it will leave all the stuff inside to get dumped. Dwarves would come along, they would take the stuff out of the barrel and dump it, right? Then you can go to your dump or wherever you told them to drop that stuff off. You can go back to that dump, for example, unforbid that stuff, and it will get put away. That's how you get stuff out of a barrel like that. So escape, go back to look, K. You notice the barrel is now designated to be dumped, right? So D. Now the barrel won't get dumped, but anything that was inside the barrel would get dumped. Unfortunately, this barrel is empty. This barrel is getting used to store my unprocessed fish, my raw fish. I don't have any right now. Oh, we have a body up here. More stuff. We'll go ahead and dump the corpse. Try and keep any miasma from happening. What do we have left with here? We have belongings. That's getting dumped. That's just stuff. Looks like what's down here? I think we've got all the body parts picked up. I don't see any here. Nope, there's one that we missed. That's stuff that needs to get put away. Oh, nope, there's one. My stockpiles are really full. Yeah, we're running out of stockpile space. Oh, because I got all this furniture in here. Right. We were making all this furniture for the military, which I don't have dug out yet. So, all right, let's, well, might as well. It's almost pointless to do this, but again, we might survive. So, let's get some of our bedrooms set up. That was half of a follow. Who was that? Oh, Tracker. Ticker. Thanks for following. Thanks for stopping by again. Thank you very much. So let's start getting set up. So I like to use macros to outfit my bedrooms. So I already have the macros done. I just got to get planning mode set up for all my stuff. So door. We're using limestone on this level. Bed, which are made out of wood. Armor stands. Nope, wrong one. Limestone. Weapon rack. What would you prefer? Uh, armor stand, weapon rack, door, bed. Let's do a cabinet and a coffer. All right, now we got a north, a south, and 3 east or west facing bedrooms. So let's do the west bedrooms first. Okay, the macro is loaded. BD there, play the macro. ED there, play the macro. ED there, play the macro. There, my bedrooms are done. TK or binary. Okay, thank you. I'll use TK. These are east bedrooms. So let's load the east bedrooms and rinse and repeat. This is a vanilla mechanic, these macros. Takes a little fiddling to learn how to record these so they work properly. But once they do, man, macros are a real time saver. Now let's do the north facing bedrooms. Let's do the south facing bedrooms. And there, just like that, we got 18 bedrooms ready to go. Oh, wow. You want to... Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Spaywar. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking something to do with military. What if you put your miners in a squad, then make a uniform that for the particular type of pick that you want them to use. I don't know if you can do that or not. Select the item in their inventory and forbid it. Oh, yeah, and I guess they'll go pick up the next available pick. What if you have another copper pick available, though? They might go and pick that one up, too. So you might want to, I guess, forbid all the types of picks you don't want them to use and just leave the ones that they can upgrade to available, I guess. Can you... can you use a pick as a weapon in your uniforms? Uniforms. Let's make a new uniform. No. Add a uniform. No, quit that. Add a uniform. And we want weapon. Not even sure. Not even sure. What was that? Oh, hey, thank you very much. It's going to be a great weekend. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. It's very rare I get one of those. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks, TK. I'll have to try and remember that. I want to look and see, can you put a pick as your weapon? You would think so, right? I mean... can I search for pick? No, don't do that. No, don't do that either. What were we doing? Oh, uniforms. Weapon. You can't search for a particular type of weapon? I don't see an item to search here. quickly roll through here, and I don't even see oh no, right there. Those are foreign picks though. So picks are here, but it does say foreign. I'm not exactly sure what that means. The only place I see picks though is foreign. Huh. So, all right, maybe using the military route wouldn't work. Okay, good to know. Let's get rid of M uniforms. That one delete. Yes, there. Means improvised weapon or non-standard. Okay, all right. Ah, okay, okay. So maybe that would have worked too. You could have put your miners in the military and told them to use a particular type of metal for their picks. That may have worked as well. All right. We have about 8 days for the next full moon. Why is this sitting here? Why do I have a weapon rack here? I don't know. All right. Well, here comes the furniture brigade. Look at that. This should not be sitting there either. I probably misfired on one of my macros. I left something there. How are we doing on coffins? Oh, no. The manager got killed. Right. So I need to designate a new manager. Oh, here's some more some stuff that needs to get put away. That. So I need to make a new manager. Huh, interesting. So a pick is a tool. Okay. Well, yeah, that would make sense then. That's why it's not listed under weapons. Okay. Oh, yeah. We have a baby now. That's right. Uh, okay, we need to find a new manager. Let's go to happiness, roles, manager. You have the highest skill. You are a cloth dude. Well, congratulations. You're about to be a managing cloth dude. Where'd he go? No. That's not what I said. No. You. You are going to be the manager. Let's go back to profession and then keep all of your skills, please. Just profession change. Congratulations. Now, let's go and get your little table I have for you reassigned. And where is the manager? Oh, I need to reassign the manager here. There you are. And assigned. And there you are. All right. Oh, a couple more days for the next wave of werebeasts. We'll see if we survive. Then we'll have to take a look at getting our military redone. I should probably just move you out and put you here. And that is it. We're still short, but at least we have a little bit of a military. In our next migration wave, we will restock the military. Okay, good. Manager's working. He's got those coffins allocated. Hopefully we'll get those in before we get any ghosties. All right, we'll let them. Oh, nope. Well, my question got answered. Oh yeah, we're yeah, this fort is done. Down to 13, 12. Yeah, we're doomed. Oh, it's a done deal already. Yep. It is a done deal. If I was smart, I would have quarantined the military somewhere. You know what? Let them change. Let them change back and just exiled them or just locked them up forever until they died. That's what I should have did. But I don't know. For a Friday morning, why not? Let things go and see if the dwarven gods are with us. And well, they're with us, but maybe not the kind of gods I was thinking of. So, all right. Well, we'll ride this one out for another month. Yeah, look at that. Did my manager survive? No. The mayor and the bookkeeper are still going strong. Oh, there's another one. We'll just let it play out at this point. Well, I don't have a chief medical dwarf anymore, but I think if you designate a chief medical dude, I think you can. I don't know. I don't know if it will show you if someone's got a curse. I don't think it tells you curse. I think it just says infected, right? So if they're infected, you should probably quarantine them until the full moon. And obviously, if they don't turn into a werebeast after the full moon, well, then they're not a werebeast. They just have other issues. All right, we lost another. Oh, that was a cat. Well, food and drink is not going to ever be a problem for this fort. We still have a lot of our livestock available. That's nice. Oh, now you have a mandate. Do you? How dare you? Oh, yeah. He wants me to make backpacks. Yeah, right. Sir, I don't believe that will be happening. Look at it. And just body bits everywhere. And there's more to come. We have another 12 or 11 victims yet. Well, what happens if all 11 are werebeasts and they've killed everything and everyone? I don't know if they kill each other or not. I don't know. Okay, we'll turn this into a learning experience then. If I'm left with just a handful of werebeasts, then I'll just lock them into a room until they die, and we'll call it done for the day. Oh, this is very appropriate music. How somber. This is the death knell for this fort. I like this tune. This song is called it's called Death Knell. Ha ha ha. That's the name of it. It's right there in chat. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look, I'm streaming on Twitch, so it's giving me all kinds of purple sparkles. Right? Isn't that what that's for? That's the Twitch integration. Where is everyone hiding right now? I guess they're still trying to do the job. They're still working furiously. Usually, I like the outfit 60 military, 40 for protection, and then I'll set up another 20 to go out raiding. And then, keep refilling the military as needed in case they get captured or wiped out. All right, we're coming up on the first of the month again. Oh no, IKEA has stolen a used silk shoe. There's a lot of stuff you can get your hands on now if you really wanted to. All right. Couple more days. I really want to know if werebeasts will attack each other. There we go. Oh, they're going after the animals now, I guess. Somewhere. Oh, they're in yeah. They're up here killing peacocks and turkeys. Lost another 5 dwarfs as well. Well, I think it's time to retire the fort. I don't think there's any reason to continue the slow, agonizing death. Yep, another one destroyed by werebeasts. So I quite easily could have took everyone involved in that fight, locked them away somewhere, until I'm sure, who is infected and who isn't infected, and could have saved the fort that way. All right, so next time I will have to try that. Maybe I'll maybe like off the farm, I will make a we'll make a little quarantine area here, for example. Just, one by one rooms or something. One by one jail cells. And if they don't turn into a werebeast, we'll let them go. If they do, they can just stay there until they die. Maybe I'll try that next time. Or, alternatively, you can just group them all together. And, well, anything that was not infected when the werebeast turn are, well, you know what happens. So, I probably should do a little reading on that to see what the preferred method is to quarantine your werebeast infections. The symbol in the top right shows the moon phase. What symbol? Oh, right there. Yeah, okay. Oh, so it's like a half moon right now. Or it's not a full moon. Okay, interesting. I never really paid attention to that. I thought that was just something with the Z depth up there. Okay, I never knew that was there. Yeah, I need to. Like I said, I'm gonna read up a little bit, and one, I need to figure out how to get lookouts. So the reason I don't have drawbridges were for the same reason, because I wasn't spotting werebeasts soon enough. They were getting inside the fort. Now this time this was completely my fault. I dug out a way for the caravan to get in, and then I forgot to close the drawbridge. That gave them free access to my fort. So I like drawbridges. I don't know. I like the aesthetic of it. So I really need to figure out a solid lookout system. Maybe we'll have to embark with more dogs, or maybe, yeah. So, all right. Well, that's it for this fort. Well, I'll go ahead and pause it. Hey, I got 2 hours in this morning. That's excellent. I'm quite pleased. I'm not pleased that my fort died, but it was quite amusing, and I learned a lot. You all were very helpful today. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything for the follow and the sub and everything else. I hope you have a great weekend. But I'm going to sign off here and go do some chores or something. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Oh, that was a what? What just died? Oh, some of our pets are dying. So, anyway, have a good week.